The man unwrapped his food and took a bite. Then, he suddenly lay down on the ground and covered his mouth and nose with a scarf. At that moment, an eerie voice came through the radio. The man glanced outside and saw his supposedly dead comrade, who had been shot, start to move. His comrade laboriously moved his hand and struggled to pull something off his collar. Then, using the object, he reflected sunlight backward. Seeing this, the man inside the wall immediately understood the plan. He quietly draped his jacket over his gun and put on a helmet. As he raised a decoy, he kept his eyes fixed on the telescope. The man thought he could trick the enemy into revealing their position by firing at the decoy, but it only drew silent laughter. Meanwhile, his feigning dead comrade, using the faint reflection, successfully identified the sniper hiding in the trash pile. Taking advantage of the wind and sand, the comrade slowly reached for the sniper rifle beside him. Suddenly, the wind and sand stopped, and the comrade froze in fear, realizing that the enemy had spotted him. The man knew he had to distract the enemy immediately. He grabbed his rifle and fired shots into the air, successfully drawing the enemy's attention. Fortunately, the yellow sandstorm kicked up again. Seizing the moment, the comrade took aim at the trash pile and fired 3 shots, but none hit the target. Then, a bullet struck the comrade. The man rushed to the wall, trying to help, but another bullet killed his comrade. The man couldn't believe his eyes. Intense fear gripped the man. He crawled back to the wall, and through the old radio, he heard a response from headquarters. But as he prepared to call for help, he heard a strange voice talking to headquarters. Despair washed over him. Determined to survive, the man mustered his courage and slowly crawled back to the corner. He threw the grappling hook in his hand and retrieved the sniper rifle nearby. Unfortunately, there was only 1 bullet left in the magazine, meaning he had only 1 chance to take the shot. After nervously steadying his breathing, the man deliberately shook the protective wall in front of him and then pushed it over, losing his cover. The enemy lost track of him, and the man seized the opportunity to fire the single bullet at the trash pile. To confirm whether he had taken out the enemy sniper, the man, now out of bullets, stood up. He slowly closed his eyes. The next second, the sound of a helicopter circled behind him. The long-awaited rescue had finally arrived. The man collapsed to the ground, and the soldiers quickly lifted the surviving man, preparing to leave the battlefield. Just as everyone successfully boarded the helicopter and began to circle away, a gunshot rang out, and a soldier inside the cabin fell to the ground. The man suddenly realized that the sniper was still alive, and the soldiers in the air were now targets. It was too late. In the blink of an eye, the helicopter crashed into the desert, taking everyone with it.